Hey there folks, welcome back to the People's University of Common Sense. I'm your host Tracy, and today I want to talk about eBay and AI. So let's get right into it. Alright, so I, like many of you, have an eBay sales channel, which I sell various things. I started out just selling miscellaneous things that I had around the house that no longer needed, whatever. Then it got into where I was actually buying stuff to sell. And at one point, I had over $150,000 in annual sales on the various products that I was moving. And markets get saturated, and so it pretty much wipes out your ability to sell consistently like I was. But their return policy is what is driving a lot of people away. There's various things that drive people away from eBay, but the most recent has been their return policy, and because it favors the buyer and not the seller at all times. So the last thing that happened with me with eBay was within a week I had some various different things that I had sold, and one day somebody bought two different bundles of things that I sold, and then another person bought another little leather pouch purse thing that I sold. And then while I was on vacation out in Vegas, I get 3 different emails from eBay indicating that these people wanted to return the product and wanted a refund. And the one person that bought the 2 different items that were similar, they gave a lame reason as to why they were returning it, and they used the same reason for both of them. And I sell this product to other customers, and it's never a problem, and I use the product myself, and I know for a fact that it's not a problem. So I knew they were trying to scam the system, but eBay didn't give me any means of recourse. I could not dispute it. They automatically gave them the refund, and they didn't even ship the product back to me. And then the same thing happened with the leather pouch purse. It was a coin whip. It's a self-defensive thing. I'll show you here a picture of it. And they gave some reason that it wasn't as sturdy or something that they expected. And there was a things indicating that they were shipping it back, but they didn't. And again, eBay refunded them, and it was nothing that I could dispute. And so basically within 1 day's worth of sales, 3 things got refunded. I didn't get the product back, so basically that's just outright theft. Those 3 items were stolen from me, and eBay helped them do that. They're contributors in the theft. And I'm like, I can't continue to do this on a weekly basis. So I didn't close down my store yet. But what I did do is I delisted everything. You go to my site and there's nothing listed, and I unsubscribed. I was a not the beginning subscriber, but the middle one, or the second one. It was like $29 a month, something like that. At one point I was higher because of the sales I was doing, but I unsubscribed, so now I've just got the free account. And at this point, unless eBay changes their policy for returns, I'm not in the business of getting scammed, and I'm not going to do it anymore. What are you guys' experience with that? And what have you experienced with these return policies, and how has it affected you and your business? Makes me where I have a fear of being able to even sell anything on eBay anymore. So I don't know if eBay is purposefully doing this. I just don't get it. I understand you want to protect both the buyer and the seller, but the way eBay's gone about it, they just made it so that buyer wins hands down. And there's no proof that they returned anything. And it's just like that's just theft. But anyway, so that leads me to AI. And so with AI, there's a lot of claims online right now that AI is taking the jobs, which to a point, I can see it is taking some jobs, but not to the point to where you see all the doom and gloom videos on YouTube showing that. But it is coming. It certainly is coming. And because of that, the online markets are going to be saturated. So you watch a YouTube video of how to make so much money, using this platform or doing this online. Well, guess what? You, along with thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of other people, are watching that very same video, getting that very same idea, and doing the very same thing. So, you're competing with all these other people that are online doing the very same thing. So, the back to eBay real quick. I know, and with some other selling platforms, they have the trying to think of what it's called, like the ship on demand, or where you can list various products on their platform. Someone will buy it, then the order goes to the warehouse or the distributor. They're the ones that actually ship it out, and then you collect a portion of that fee. Those are just completely saturated, and so you're competing with hundreds, if not thousands, of other people doing the very same thing. And so it's all on who's willing to take the smaller amount of profit to get the sell. And yeah, that's just not something I want to get into, is competing with all these other people. Now, I am doing some print on demand stuff with Etsy and soon to be with Amazon, but with the print on demand, it's a little different in that I'm coming up with my own designs, and so I've got the creativity as well as using AI to help me be creative for different slogans or sayings or graphics, and they're mine. It's not like anyone else has a may have something similar, but they don't have that identical thing that I'm producing. And so I think with a marketing package, I have something that is to offer people that are looking for this type of product that I can produce. So there's that, but there is going to be a saturation, no doubt, of sellers for the various products. So any of the print on demand stuff, unless you have some really niche market, or something specific, like a theme, it's going to be a very tight window to be able to sell anything, because there's so much competition out there, and it's only going to grow. Because look at all these people that are being put out of their jobs because AI is in essence doing their job for them. They're sitting at home and they don't just want to live off the government teat, so they're in essence want to make money too. So they're going to be out there competing with you on all this online market. So just be wary of that. But this AI is literally creating a new batch of ignorant, dumb people, because it's not allowing people to think for themselves. And the new generation of children growing up in the school systems, why do they even have to think about anything? Because all they can do is just ask AI. AI is going to do it for them. And so you literally, the older class of people are the ones that are the educated ones, and this new batch that's coming out, they're just a bunch of dum-dums. And I mean, sure, there's always, some that don't fall through the cracks, that actually do become educated and they can advance with the growing tools that they have as opposed to the tools we had growing up. Just as for instance, in high school I've learned basic programming language, and I used that actually as one of my first jobs where I was a programmer, writing software for a company, and I had to do all that code myself. There was no tools that helped me do that. But now you can literally ask AI to write you a program or to do this, and boom, it whips it up, and it's in perfect code. It details everything. It gives you, comment sections of what each section does. It really does take the need for programmers out of the picture. Now you still need someone with the knowledge to be able to then be able to apply that application to something, but for general programming, it's like I know even now they're trying to push different scripting languages, to teach you, but it's really it's all for naught. You're going to learn it, and then you're not even going to be able to utilize it anywhere because AI is going to be so much faster and cleaner and more accurate than you can produce. So I don't know. There's definitely some strange times ahead, some challenging times, but I think throughout all of history, trade jobs are the ones that have always been reliable. And I even see, people are claiming that trade jobs are dying, but I disagree with that. Anything where there is a technical skill required as well as manual labor, that's where robotics is getting there eventually, but that's still ways down the road. Even like now here you can see that there's robots that are helping farmers go and weed out between the crops, and that's wonderful. And who needs migrant workers anymore? You got robots that'll go through and do all that for you. And it's just, there's some challenging times ahead, and I don't know what the big mass populace of people will be doing. It's going to be like we all live in a utopian society. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Logan's Run.
Welcome to the 23rd century, the perfect world of total pleasure. Imagine a world in which you need never be alone. You touch a switch, turn a dial, and the perfect lover steps into your arms. Every pleasure is yours to experience.
But that's in essence kind of like what we're looking at, is that you live in a euphoric state, and everything's there for your entertainment and pleasure, and no one's hardly doing anything because it's all taken care of by AI, by computers, whatever. But this is an interesting topic, and there's so much more to deep dive into it. I'll probably touch on this on further episodes, but definitely like know what your guys' thoughts are on this topic. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for upcoming videos, and please do comment. Give me your thoughts on both eBay, online sales, the saturation of people being on there, and then AI and how it's taking jobs. I'd definitely like to know what you guys' thoughts are on all that. But until next time.